Narcissistic abuse is a complex and insidious pattern that often unfolds in predictable cycles, leaving victims grappling with emotional turmoil. In this video, we'll shed light on the 10 phases that encapsulate the cycle of narcissistic abuse, providing insights to help recognize and break free from its destructive grip. 1. Idealization, the charming facade. The idealization phase marks the beginning of the narcissistic abuse cycle. During this stage, the narcissist showcases an enchanting charm, making you feel special and valued. They shower you with attention, compliments, and affection, creating a profound emotional connection. This initial love-bombing phase is a deliberate strategy to establish control and manipulate your emotions. As the idealization continues, the narcissist paints an idyllic picture of the relationship, leaving you emotionally invested and trusting. This creates a sense of euphoria, making it difficult to perceive the impending storm of devaluation that lies ahead. The charm becomes a carefully crafted mask, concealing the true nature of the narcissist's intentions. This phase often results in the development of a strong emotional bond, making it harder to detach when the dynamic begins to shift. The idealization phase sets the stage for the subsequent devaluation, creating a roller coaster of emotions that characterizes narcissistic abuse. 2. Devaluation, the slow erosion. Once the idealization phase wanes, the devaluation phase emerges, marking a stark contrast to the initial charm. Criticisms, belittling remarks, and undermining behavior become increasingly prevalent.
You don't know him. You don't know her. Fuck you. Get in the car.
The narcissist systematically chips away at your self-worth, using tactics like gaslighting to make you doubt your own perceptions. The emotional erosion during devaluation is gradual, leaving you bewildered and emotionally battered. The once adoring partner transforms into a source of constant disapproval, fostering a sense of unworthiness. This phase is particularly insidious as the narcissist strategically employs emotional manipulation, isolating you from external support systems and fostering dependence on their approval. The devaluation stage is a critical turning point as the narcissist's true colors begin to surface. The emotional toll intensifies, laying the groundwork for the subsequent discard phase, where the narcissist abruptly withdraws their affection, leaving you emotionally shattered. 3. Discard, abrupt abandonment. The discard phase involves an abrupt withdrawal of affection and emotional abandonment by the narcissist. After a period of devaluation, the sudden and unexpected discard creates a profound sense of loss and longing. This emotional turmoil intensifies the narcissist's control over you as you desperately seek answers and closure. The discard is not only an emotional abandonment, but also a strategic move to maintain control. By leaving you in a state of confusion and yearning, the narcissist retains a hold over your emotions, making it challenging to break free from the toxic cycle. The abrupt abandonment often leaves you questioning your worth and desirability, further entangling you in the narcissistic web. The emotional fallout from the discard sets the stage for the manipulative return in the subsequent hoovering phase. 4. Hoovering, the manipulative return. The hoovering phase is characterized by the narcissist's manipulative attempt to re-enter your life. This stage often follows the discard, as the narcissist senses a loss of control. During hoovering, the narcissist may express remorse, promise change, or employ various tactics to rekindle the relationship. The manipulative return during hoovering is designed to exploit your vulnerabilities and re-establish the emotional bond. The narcissist may employ love bombing, showering you with affection and attention to regain control. This phase creates a cycle of hope, disappointment, and confusion, making it difficult to break free. Hoovering often involves strategic maneuvers to make you doubt your decision to end the relationship. The narcissist may use guilt, pity, or false promises to manipulate your emotions, further entangling you in the toxic cycle of abuse. Recognizing hoovering as a manipulative tactic is crucial in breaking free from the narcissist's control. 5. Smear campaign. Tarnishing your image. The smear campaign is a malicious tactic employed by the narcissist to tarnish your reputation. After a perceived loss of control, the narcissist engages in a campaign to spread lies and half-truths about you, damaging your social connections and support systems. During the smear campaign, the narcissist strategically exploits vulnerabilities and insecurities, aiming to isolate you from friends and family. False narratives and character assassination become tools to maintain control and undermine your credibility. This phase is particularly damaging as it extends beyond the individual relationship, affecting your broader social circles. Recognizing the smear campaign as a manipulation tactic is essential for mitigating its impact and reclaiming control over your narrative. Greetings, viewers. It's a bit surprising that only 80% of you have subscribed. If you're finding value and enjoyment here, why not take a moment to hit that subscribe button? It's a small action that makes a big difference in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you. Ready for the next part? 6. Silent treatment. Emotional isolation. The silent treatment is a powerful form of emotional abuse used by narcissists to exert dominance and control. In this phase, the narcissist deliberately withholds communication, leaving you in a state of emotional isolation. The purpose is to induce anxiety, confusion, and a desperate longing for their attention. During the silent treatment, the narcissist may ignore calls, messages, or any attempts at communication, creating a profound sense of abandonment. This emotional isolation is a strategic tactic to foster dependence and weaken your ability to resist their control. The silent treatment is not merely a pause in communication, it is a calculated manipulation to instill fear and anxiety. Recognizing this form of emotional abuse is crucial in breaking free from the narcissistic cycle and establishing boundaries for emotional well-being. 7. Gaslighting. Distorting reality. Gaslighting is a manipulative technique wherein the narcissist distorts reality, making you question your sanity and perception of events. During this phase, the narcissist undermines your confidence, causing self-doubt and confusion. Gaslighting involves a series of subtle manipulations, including denial of their actions, shifting blame, and rewriting history. The goal is to erode your trust in your own judgment, making you more susceptible to their control. Identifying gaslighting is paramount for reclaiming your sense of reality and resisting the narcissist's attempts to manipulate your perception. This awareness is a crucial step in breaking free from the emotional manipulation characteristic of narcissistic abuse. 8. Triangulation. Playing mind games. Triangulation is a mind game employed by narcissists to create tension and competition within relationships. In this phase, the narcissist introduces a third party, either real or imagined, into the dynamic, fostering jealousy and insecurity. Triangulation is a deliberate tactic to destabilize your sense of security and control. The narcissist uses the presence of another person to manipulate emotions, creating a power dynamic and intensifying emotional turmoil. Recognizing triangulation allows you to see through the mind games and understand the narcissist's manipulative tactics. This awareness is crucial in breaking free from the emotional chaos orchestrated by the narcissist. 9. Escape attempts. Seeking freedom. Realizing the toxicity of the relationship, you may initiate escape attempts to break free from the narcissistic cycle. These attempts involve setting boundaries, seeking support, or distancing yourself emotionally and physically from the narcissist. Escape attempts are often met with resistance from the narcissist, who may intensify manipulation tactics to regain control. The emotional toll of attempting to leave the relationship is significant, requiring resilience and determination. Breaking free from the narcissistic cycle involves recognizing the importance of self-care, seeking support from trusted individuals, and establishing boundaries to protect your emotional well-being. Escape attempts are a pivotal phase in reclaiming control over your life. 10. No contact. Breaking the chains. The final phase in the cycle of narcissistic abuse is establishing no contact with the narcissist. This involves cutting off all communication and severing ties to break free from the toxic cycle. No contact is a crucial step in reclaiming control over your life and initiating the healing process. Maintaining no contact requires strength and resilience, as the narcissist may attempt to breach boundaries through various means. It involves blocking communication channels, resisting hoovering attempts, and focusing on personal healing and growth. Breaking the chains of narcissistic abuse through no contact allows you to rebuild self-esteem, regain emotional stability, and create a foundation for a healthier future. This phase marks the beginning of your journey toward healing and liberation from the toxic grip of narcissistic abuse. Recognizing these phases provides a roadmap for understanding and navigating the cycle of narcissistic abuse. Breaking free from the manipulative tactics of a narcissist requires awareness, resilience, and a commitment to establishing healthy boundaries for emotional well-being. By understanding each phase, individuals can empower themselves to break the chains of abuse and embark on a path of healing and self-discovery.